Chapter 1, Section 7. According to this man, the peach is the most hermit-like of all fruits. It has a kind of foolish taste to it. For starters, he said, the shape of the pit is awkward, and on top of that it's covered in holes, which he found absolutely fascinating. It was the first time Sanshiro had heard that kind of theory, and he thought the man was saying something remarkably pointless. Then the man went on to say something else. Shiki had a great love of fruit, and he could eat enormous amounts of it. One time he ate 16 large barrel-ripened persimmons in one sitting, and he was totally fine afterward. He said he could never eat like Shiki himself. Sanshiro listened with a smile. Still, the talk about Shiki was the one part that actually interested him. He was thinking he might steer the conversation back to Shiki when, when it comes to the things we love, we just naturally reach out for them. Can't help it. Now, pigs can't exactly reach out, so they stretch their noses instead. Apparently, if you tie a pig down so it can't move, and then lay out a spread of food just in front of its snout, since the poor thing can't go anywhere, its snout slowly starts stretching toward the food. Apparently, it keeps stretching until it actually reaches the food. There really is nothing quite as terrifying as pure, single-minded desire, he said, grinning to himself. It was hard to tell whether he was being serious or joking. Well, lucky for both of us that we're not pigs. If our noses kept stretching out toward everything we wanted, by now they'd be so long we couldn't even fit on a train, and that would be a real problem. Sanshiro burst out laughing, but the man across from him was surprisingly calm. Honestly, it's dangerous. Leonardo da Vinci once injected arsenic into the trunk of a peach tree to see whether the poison would make its way into the fruit. He had actually run an experiment to find out, but someone actually ate one of those peaches and died. Dangerous business. You'd better be careful, he said, and then gathered up all the peach pits and scraps of skin he'd scattered about from eating and wrapped them together in a newspaper and tossed them out the window. This time, Sanshiro didn't feel like laughing at all. Hearing the name Leonardo da Vinci threw him off a little, and on top of that, thoughts of the woman from the night before crept into his mind, leaving him with a vague, unpleasant feeling. He fell respectfully silent, but the man didn't seem to notice any of that at all. After a moment, he started up again with, "So where in Tokyo are you headed?" "To be honest, it's my first time and I'm not really sure how things work, but for now I'm thinking of heading to the dormitory for students from my region," Sanshiro said. "So Kumamoto is already behind you then?" "I just graduated." "Oh, is that so?" the man said. But he didn't add congratulations or any word of praise. He simply asked, "So you'll be entering the university from here then?" as if it were the most ordinary thing in the world. Sanshiro felt a little let down. On the other hand, he brushed it off with a simple, "Yeah." "What department?" came the next question. "Division 1. Law?" "No, literature." "Oh, is that so?" the man said again. Every time Sanshiro heard that, "Oh, is that so?" it left him feeling strangely unsettled. Either this man was someone truly remarkable, the kind who trampled over others without a second thought, or he simply had no connection to or interest in universities whatsoever. But since he couldn't tell which of those it was, his attitude toward the man remained thoroughly unclear.